I'm not going to be out here long. It's starting to rain. You look up behind me, got all those clouds forming and rolling in. But I couldn't help but think, I checked on my pumpkins this morning. I was doing that live. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do a quick live later because I wanted to go over something. This pumpkin plant to the right of me, I'm going to show you in a second. I planted in late May. It was one of 10 pumpkin plants. It is the last pumpkin plant of that grouping. The other ones have been harvested, severed from the ground, and are actually in the ground as compost now. And what always intrigues me about these are certain things. But here's one of the things, okay? If you see that, pumpkin seed, about the size of my fingernail on my pinky. Not a big seed, not a grand seed. It's nothing spectacular about it. But what happens is you plant it in the ground, and then what happens is it germinates and begins to grow these plants. And I was just getting ready the other day to come out and finish off this plant. By finish off, I mean sever it from the ground, because I have other things going on for this area, the plant. And lo and behold, late May, you got June, July, and most of August, so May. So I've got a little over 3 months where this plant has survived. It has produced quite a few pumpkins. I've given many away. Had quite a few contests where people could guess the weight. And it's still producing to this day. So I was checking earlier, but there is one of the small plants, and like a cucumber kind of, you know, you get the little, on the female plant, you get the flower. Here's a female flower, okay? Whoops. That's the female flower over here. That's the female flower, that's the plant. That would be considered the ovary. It fell off, okay? So this has not been pollinated. Not going to go anywhere. It fell off. So it's not much bigger at all than the seed itself. The seed is about the same size as the actual pumpkin on that. So nothing spectacular. What is really cool to me though is this. When you come out here, and it's been going on over 3 months now, and I counted about 5 or 6 more pumpkins that are still growing on this, and they're about anywhere from the size of a quarter to the size of a $50. I believe I'll know in a week or so if they've been pollinated. I was going to remove this plant from the ground, but I'm not going to do that. Forgive me if I'm not answering your comments because I have the sun over here glaring at me and it's overcast. It keeps coming in and out. But anyways, I don't want to destroy this plant yet. I don't want to remove this plant from the ground yet, because if it's going to still give me 5 pumpkins where I'm getting, 10 cups of puree, that's 40 or 50 cups of puree that can be eaten, or it can give me roast pumpkin. It can give me a lot of things as far as nutrition and food. Got a bumblebee right now. You can see the bumblebees flying around me now. Anyways, the reason I'm out here also is because of this. This one's ready. I wanted to show you. There she is. So, people ask me sometimes, why does gardening interest you so much? Well, number one, let's just do a comparison. Pumpkin seed, pumpkin, planted in the dirt 3.5 months ago, harvested today. Not only was this harvested today, but like I said, I have 4 or 5 more in here that are growing, and I believe they've been pollinated. So we're going to give them another, I'll give them another 4 or 5 days. I'm going to see where they go. If they fail to grow, or if they drop off the vine, I'll know the plant has reached its life cycle, and unfortunately will have to be removed from my raised bed here. If I can get, 3, 4, 5 more pumpkins, I'd be very, very happy with that. So anyways, this pumpkin here is is really a nice pumpkin. That'll probably net me, I'm gonna guess, the rate I've been going, because I've been harvesting these, that will probably get me, I bet, 4 or 5 cups of puree. Or now that I have my sealing unit that I'm doing for my homesteading stuff, I could probably just take a potato peeler, peel the outside of this, cut it open, take the seeds out, and that will give me 10 meals, 10 side dishes that I can use in my cooking channel, on my cooking channel, or in my cooking. So from this, remember, I planted the first ones in May. That's the seeds I planted. And this is one of the seeds from this plant. So not only do I have a seed planted that harvests me multiple pumpkins that I've been able to eat and give away to people, it also produces more seeds. So that's pretty cool in my book. Let me put my knife away before I hurt myself. I don't know why this is all of a sudden giving me a hassle, but it is. Anywho, let me put my knife away. And here's what I want to do. Let me do this. Let's see if I can get this. Whoops. Swung around here. Sorry about that. Okay. That's high enough. So before I get finished, I'm babysitting my grandson tonight, so I'm just doing this as an impromptu before I get ready to leave for that. But again, I know this is, repeating over and over again, but from one little seed, you can harvest something that color. To me, is just quite amazing. Behind me, you'll see my A-frame. Just built that 2 days ago. That is my A-frame trellis. Misty's Pleasures of Life told me about black beauty, zucchini. So there are 3 in this hump here, in this mound. There's 3 over in that mound. And then you can, of course, see behind me, see if I can do this, my pumpkin patch. So that pumpkin patch was planted in early July. It has now taken about probably almost 500 square foot of my garden, because it's not just here inside my garden. It has climbed the fence, and it is outside the perimeter of the fence now. And it has some baby pumpkin plants out there. So yeah, everything's going really cool here with my pumpkin growing. It definitely went above and beyond what I expected. I didn't know what to expect. I've never done pumpkins before, but the more I read about them and study them, I'm definitely planting them again next year. I'm really looking forward to it. So with that said, I just wanted to take 5 or 10 minutes before I left from my son's house and just share with you my thoughts on pumpkin seeds to a pumpkin plant to a pumpkin. So I hope you all have a good day. Remember, tomorrow is Friday, so it's almost the weekend. So be safe. Look forward to tomorrow. Look forward to the weekend. And I hope you guys all have a great remainder to your Thursday. We'll see you in the next one. I apologize again for not talking because I'm far away and I'm not really being able to read the comments. But I will see you in the next one. And I look forward to the comments that you post below. You guys all take care.